Railways. They can be found anywhere, all over the world. However, there is one special railway somewhere. That one is known as the Star Directors Railway. Many engines run this railway. There are 8 that are the most popular. These 8 engines have stories worth telling that most out of any other engines. It all happens here.
Eddie is the oldest engine. His age and knowledge make him the wisest engine, but he can teach great lessons to even the most ignorant. Weather testing, humiliation, or whatever works best. Harrison is a strong engine, but he's just as strong as he is stubborn. He's willing to help others in need most of the time. One of these is Jamie. Jamie is a joyful engine who sees the bright side of almost anything. He is friends with just about everyone on the railway. Yandel isn't one of them. Yandel is the rudest of the fleet, and his insults pack the biggest punches. Red Ted is quite the radical engine. He is mostly cool about everything, and can pull coaches well. When he pulls freight trains, almost always something wrong happens. Rob is the fastest engine on the railway, and he takes pride in it. He's stuck up and bossy, but still a good engine. Gregory is the largest engine of the bunch. He is fast, powerful, pompous, and a great member of the team. Lastly, there is Tom, the smallest engine. Arranges everyone's trains. He's good at it too. He doesn't like to be teased, but he is also kind-hearted. You will see these 8 fellows go on to have many adventures on their railway, so be on the lookout for engines of 8.
There are various places you can find on the Stout Directors Railway, but none of these are as popular as the seaside. A little branch line travels to these beaches, and Eddie, the old engine, runs it. Will always be the tire of the heavy trains jam-packed with passengers, especially during the summertime when demand is high. One day, Eddie reached a point where he couldn't resist complaining to others.
These trips along the seaside are so tiring. My coaches are filled to the brim with people, making my coaches heavy.
That's because you're old. The Stout Director should put you in a retirement home.
No, Gregory. I think he should be scrapped.
Those engines.
The teasing wouldn't stop and didn't help at all. Eventually, Eddie had to speak to the Stout Director.
The seaside trains are wearing me out. The summer heat, the heavy passengers, and to add to that, the big engines keep teasing me about it.
I'm sorry, Eddie. I'm afraid there's nothing I can do about it. Everyone is too busy to help you with your trains. You'll just have to deal with the workload yourself. And Eddie did exactly that, though he didn't want to. One day, nothing changed. Eddie stopped at all of the stations along the line and rested in the siding at the end of the line before turning around and going back. Until...
What
the ground below Eddie began to sink.
Help! I'm sinking!
Eddie sank so far that he couldn't get out. Just then, his driver and fireman arrived after getting refreshments.
Good God, Eddie, are you all right?
Well, clearly not. Can't you see I'm in a hole?
How do we suppose we get him out, Clarence? We've got to make the return journey in 12 minutes. Oh, only on a Monday.
Soon, Norman arrived with the crane and the Stout Director. Eddie, you've caused me a massive load of problems that I don't know how to fix. I'm going to get a lot of complaints from angry passengers and possibly some legal troubles because you decided to pull this stunt.
I didn't do any of this. How does a stationary engine intentionally cause a sinkhole to appear directly under it?
All right. You two,
Yes, sir.
you weren't nearby to prevent this from happening. You two are grounded from operating engines for a week.
Oh.
Listen here, sir. This wasn't my fault, or their fault, or anyone's fault. This was just a natural occurrence that nobody could have predicted or caused.
Oh. Well then. Don't you want grounded anymore? So, now what? I have to take these passengers back in 2 minutes.
Don't worry about getting me out of here. Let Norman take the return journey and then worry about me at the end of the day. We cannot waste any more time.
Great idea, Eddie. Clarence, Sanders, stay with Eddie. We need some company.
Right, sir.
And you, Norman, go couple up to Eddie Gray. Forget about the Gray.
Ooh, yay! I get to pull passengers.
Well then, we just solved almost all these problems that sinkhole caused within minutes. It's gonna be a long day, so get comfortable.
I'll try.
When Norman started the big station, Gregory was there waiting for Eddie's passengers. He was very confused when he saw Norman. Where's Eddie? Did he break down? It's about time he does.
No, he's in a hole right now.
Oh, okay. Wait, what? A hole?
Yeah, he's taking a hole at front berth. I have to take his passengers for the rest of the day.
You cannot be serious.
Dead serious.
That is the funniest thing ever. I have to tell the others. And he did just that. He told every engine he met on his trip, and they told everyone they saw. Meanwhile, Eddie sat in the hole. What do you expect? The screw was putting out his fire, because, of course, they had nothing else to do.
You know what, guys?
What is it?
About that break I've been longing for. I think this is it. It's far from what I expected, but I'm loving it.
Yeah, you're right. This is pretty nice. Let's all enjoy this while we can.
Throughout the rest of the day, Eddie occasionally saw Norman, and Norman sat nearby Eddie to talk. When evening came, the sky became many bright colors as the sun set. As soon as the sun fell behind the horizon, Norman arrived.
I'm done. Now, it's time to get you out of there.
It wasn't long before Eddie was freed from the hole and ready to head home. Norman offered to pull his trains the next day while Eddie got repaired. By the time Eddie returned to his sheds, everyone was already there.
Hey, look, it's Eddie.
Let's tease him. Hello there, Eddie. How was your Hollowday?
I enjoyed it very much. Thanks for asking.
The engines kept teasing him, but Eddie had already fallen asleep. The coaches were still full, the weather hot, and the big engines kept teasing. But Eddie is happier. All of the Star Director's engines love teasing each other from time to time. One of the biggest targets is Eddie, especially after that mishap involving a sinkhole. Nobody loves teasing him more than Gregory. Eddie, I can't wrap my funnel around how you got trapped in a hole. I just can't understand the whole thing.
You can't wrap your funnel around because it's the smallest one I've ever seen.
Oh, you got him good.
That was the most radical roast I have ever heard.
Well, you are small. You can't pull heavy trains like I can. I can pull the express train the best. You'll see me pull the express train flawlessly today. Goodbye, Eddie. See you this afternoon. Later that day, Eddie was shunting trucks with the other engines when he saw Gregory passing by with a hospital train.
You call that an express train? Looks more like a goods train to me.
Oh, what a suck in it. You engine twat.
Stay mad, you big sausage.
There was a giant hill on the main line that many engines get stuck on. The rails were slippery today, and Gregory's train was heavier than his usual passenger trains. As Gregory climbed up the hill, he began to move slower and slower and slower. Eventually, he stopped moving altogether. His wheels were slipping rapidly as he tried to climb further, but his train was too heavy, and he couldn't go any further.
Gregory, why have we stopped?
I'm stuck.
Okay, and? We've got to take this medical train to the hospital soon. We're blocking the line. You're not even trying.
The train is too heavy, and the rails are too slippery.
I'll go phone for help.
Meanwhile, Eddie was shunting trains. Just then, a worker came up to him.
Gregory has stopped on the hill at Pickford. You're the only engine available. You must do your best.
I'll try.
Soon, Eddie found Gregory halfway up the hill and very annoyed. Oh, look, it's Eddie. I don't think he can help at all. He's just extra weight.
Look, at least he's trying to help. Let him have a chance. But I have to back down to the bottom of the hill so Eddie can couple up.
Gregory backed down the hill, and Eddie coupled up.
I'm ready.
Then they began to work their way up the hill. Why couldn't they have brought a stronger engine to help?
Shut your pie hole, Gregory.
After a great deal of pushing and pulling, Gregory finally made it up to the top of the hill. I did it!
Wait for me!
Gregory forgot all about Eddie and didn't say thank you. He was too focused on getting over that hill. Eddie was left far behind and felt very tired. He stopped in his siding at the next station. His driver and fireman were happy with him.
Great work, old boy. You did splendidly. How about a good rest? Won't that be nice?
Yes, please. Wait, before you go.
What's wrong?
Gregory forgot to thank me.
Oh, I'm sure he will soon. If he doesn't, the next time you meet him, remind him to.
Okay, I will.
Later that day, Gregory walked back into the sheds. Eddie was there waiting for him.
So, Gregory, have anything to say?
You look like...
No, I don't mean insults.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Eddie, for helping me today. I'm sorry for teasing you so much.
So that means no more insults?
I can't guarantee that, but I promise not to do it as much anymore.
Good. You did well today. I'm sure that the doctors are grateful for the supplies given to them. You probably saved lives as a result.
I couldn't have done it without you, old friend. Good night, Eddie.
Sweet dreams, Gregory. Don't let the shed bugs bite.
Wait, what?
Don't worry, that stuff isn't real.
Hey, Gregory, did you hear? Some big blue buffoon got stuck on that hill before Kipford. He didn't even try. He just gave up halfway through. He had to get help from little old weak Eddie.
Gregory pretended not to hear.
I've got to shun Harrison's train now. See you later, Gregory. Oh, and watch out for that hill.
Gregory didn't respond. He just sat there gnashing his teeth.
Rob was talking to his friend Yandel in the train yard. I'm fast and best, and I can pull the express. But Yandel was not impressed.
Huh, who cares? You're just like the rest of these sappy swabs.
But Rob ignored him and went off to catch his train. Rob stopped at every station 10 minutes early, as all the passengers thanked and praised Rob. This is great. At his final stop, Gregory the Big One puffed up beside him. He seemed tired.
You know, Gregory, I think you should retire from pulling passenger trains and let a fast engine like me do your work. Gregory snorted. Huh, what malarkey. I could pull trains faster than you ever could. The two engines argued for some time about who was the fastest. I'm fast and quick. You're just a prick. They finally decided to settle their argument once and for all. A race. You idiot. Don't tear yourself to pieces, I tell you. Oh, shut up. You talk too much.
You say that now. Well, just you wait. The engines were now at the starting point,
Waiting for the guard to blow his whistle. The two engines raced across the line, puffing hard, full steam ahead. They puffed each other rapidly around the railway. Little did they know, trouble was amiss.
a careless signalman accidentally left the point, switched to a waiting goods train. That line was the same line Rob and Gregory were racing on. It was all too late when they realized. The star director was in his office when a porter came up to him.
Excuse me, sir. There's been an accident at Knoxworth Station.
Oh, that's not good. I can get into a lot of legal trouble for that. Send help at once. After the wreckage was cleared, Rob and Gregory were sent to the works. Both engines had cuts and bruises all over. Rob, Gregory, you shouldn't have been going at high speeds like that. You should have listened to Yandel's advice.
We're sorry, sir.
You better be. I've got a Superman to fire and stacks of lawsuits on my desk to deal with. After they were repaired, things returned back to normal. But Rob wasn't as fast as he once was anymore. Nowadays, he's much more careful. Gregory is too.
Take care, Rubble, buddy. Don't try any racing.
Rob wasn't sure, but he thought the voice belonged to Yandel's.